Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dad Games Badly. We're back again playing NHL 20 with our Seattle Whales American expansion franchise, our Draft to Glory franchise. What we're doing today is I just finishing up signing all the free agents and dealing with that stuff. What we are going to do is look at the lines, take a look at the overalls of the few guys that we drafted this year, like two guys we drafted last year. I just kind of did an updated sheet, Excel spreadsheet for myself, and we've only drafted 5 decent players in 2 seasons with 14 picks. Not our fault. Both drafts have been quite not great for Americans. Hoping this season we can kind of get maybe a medium elite defender would be nice. Fingers crossed, even if he's DFD. I'd prefer two-way or OFD, because with OFDs you can usually win the Norris with some of these creative guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at the lines. Nothing special. I don't think we have anything to worry about. We've got Josh Archibald, Nick Dowd is still here, Dustin Brown, Mackenzie McEachran, Boo Nieves, Kenny Agostino still here, Michael Mersch, Vinny Lettieri, Corey Trop, Cole Schneider is back, Kevin Rooney, and Eric Condor is back as well. On defense, we've got Magna, Prosser, Nelson, Helgeson, Barkowski, and Kampfer. And in goal, we have Grosnick and Zane McIntyre. But Zane McIntyre is getting the starts because Grosnick, you're old. I do want to see if there's anybody scratched. Magna and Lappin. I will probably just go quickly and drop those guys down. Just best lines down here. Jason, Magna, Kiro, perfect. And again, none of our guys are here. We decided to leave those guys unsigned. Yeah, McDonald. Seeloff is there as well. And goaltending wise, Keeley and Wilcox. We did sign Keeley as a 23-year-old to an entry-level contract. Not something I would normally do. The only reason I did is his potential is high AHL starter. He's never going to get anywhere. And I just figured I'd throw him some money because there wasn't really a lot of options for American goaltenders that are slightly older. Captain-wise, does not matter. As you could see there, Chicago did win the Cup last year. I believe... Is it Florida? Yeah. It was really funny to see. Oh, you can't see the playoff tree. Anyway, the Panthers had had swept the whole Eastern Conference, and then took Chicago to 7 games, and then Chicago won it. And I think Chicago had played 5 to 7 games a series kind of thing, so they were definitely had played more. But that kind of also can ruin you if you're not careful. So let's just quickly, there's only 3 guys we got to move over. So WHL I've got 2, OHL I've got 4, West, Central, East. How many in the West? 3? Okay. So I'm going to put 2 and 1. Okay. So you are going to go into the WHL. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I'll just put you in the Central because I'm here. The other 2... Lawrence Gallagher. I can go to the WHL. Thank you, Lawrence. And who is this person here? Hanote. Ernesto. You can also go to the WHL, please. So basically how it works, I've got 3 scouts in the WHL, or sorry, 4 in the WHL, 4 in the OHL, only drafting Americans out of those leagues, not necessarily player, like per team, just any American player who's in any of those 2 leagues, as well the whole, and then I've got 6 in the Central because it is the biggest, or the most players are available, and then 3 in the East and 3 in the West. So 12 and 8, just to kind of help us out. Yeah, still rebuilder. Let's go ahead and just take a quick look at those undrafted guys, or the unsigned guys. Actually, let's just start in goaltending, because the goaltender is the guy who had the most growth. Livingston is now a 58. He was a 47 when we drafted him at 18 years old. I believe it was a 4th round. Yep, 4th round pick, 99 overall. Tucker Tynan hasn't grown because we just drafted him, so we should hopefully see some growth out of him. But it is nice to see that Livingston is growing. He even didn't have that great of a year last year. He still won more than he lost, 898, 314. So I would say defensively his team wasn't as great, but it's not really a huge deal. And then we'll go ahead and take a look at all our skaters. Huxley is now a 68. Stranges is still a 67. Dimitrakos is a 65. He was also like a 61, I believe. 60, 61. Millette, Kapusta, Swankler, Blanchard. Oh, yes. Mr. Huang. Where do I want to send you, sir? So I accidentally ran out of time and drafted Nick Long in the last draft. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't, go back and take a look. It was pretty good. Actually, it wasn't really that great. The players weren't that great. Some of the guys that did go later in the rounds were pretty good, but just not any Americans, unfortunately. I think we may have missed out on one guy, or the Stranges, we could have taken a guy who would have been slightly worse, but he was a creative player. But I figured we'll just take the Strange Man, and hopefully he can bang in some goals for us. What was I going to do here? Just flip through menus because I have no idea. Yeah, I really think that's it. We'll just go ahead and simulate to the next day. I'm going to just update a couple things here. Oops, in my Excel spreadsheet while that loads. Tucker Tynan. Yeah, Stranges. So you are a 68, you were a 65, and you were a 58. Sorry, I'm just updating all of the player overalls. There we go. Alright, cut that out too, but we'll find that when we go. So we'll just go ahead and... oh, fuck me. I should actually... I should actually take a look at how much cap space I have, because I don't want to get any penalties. We have 30 million in cap space, so I need to sign somebody for 10 million bucks. What we are going to do is we are going to go into the free agent list, and all skaters. Let's see, 40-year-old David Prince. Is there any Americans? If not, I will take the 40-year-old and just give him like a max deal. Sean Sullivan, 36-year-old. Yes, sir. Welcome to the team. I'll just give you 17 million. What really bugs me is the guys that take the $17 million and don't retire. And then they expect to get paid like decent money the next season. Like, no, dude, you were a whale, like a literal cap whale. Oh, look at that! Look at our content. Yes, I know. I helped set you up financially, Sean, so you can retire. I want you to take I want you to take $16 million of that $17 million. Invest it. Put it away. Take $1 million. You can live off of that for quite some time, especially if you have not been having that kind of money before. All right, players on waiver, scout assignments. I did that already. All right, let's go ahead and advance day. Take a look at our overalls. We will go ahead and just sim the affiliate game. 71, 75, 67. So I believe offense and defense is quite similar to last year. Our biggest hit is goaltending. But when you lose an 81 and a 78 overall goaltender, that's kind of what happens. Speaking of that 81 overall goaltender, let's just take a quick look through the lines, and let's see where Craig Anderson ended up. Zona, no. Boston, no. Jimmy Howard's in Boston. Grayson Crawford in Buffalo. Kudobin and Mrazek. Corsalo and Merslakins. Wow. Riddich and Talbot. Delia and... Wow, Chicago. Did you guys just, like... Well, Taze is still there. Kaner's still there. Well, what are you guys being paid? 10 million. So Taze is still being paid 10.5 million. There's 20 million locked up. Nylander is still in his entry level. The Big Cat. Stromer. Yeah, there's $30 million. Dominic Kubalik is... Yep. Yep. Yikes. Who is this guy? Yikes. And then I don't even want to... So that's like... There's 30 million. That was 6. That was 4. 40 million. Or no, that was 6. So that was 4. 40 million. 46. 47. Plus you're paying Duncan Keith at 52. Yay. Woo-wee. That's, oh, sorry. I got too distracted with that. Wow, Chicago. I guess when you win a cup, maybe you want to trade some of those guys away? Colorado. Nope. Man, he was like a 89 overall after the season ended because he had played insane. Oh. Kincaid ended up on the island behind Varlamov. Craig Anderson is back in Ottawa. Well, I mean, let's see. Hoffman. Hoffman's back? Hoffman? I mean, Carlson's gone, so. Ho-Sang, Duclair, Tierney, Kachuk. Oh, yeah, they got Lafreniere. Oh, man. I mean, like, it's not a great team. I would expect Lafreniere to move up a bit. Maybe Hoffman move down. Kachuk move down. Or maybe like here, but I know Kachuk really fits on that second line in Ottawa, with like somebody like Duclair, like insane. I've played a franchise earlier this season, and he's like, I want more line, like I want more ice time, and I'm like, dude, you're getting a +5 on the second, like I'm not doing that. Defensively, could use some work. Andy Green there, Willanen. I don't know. Ottawa's going to be a team to look out for this season, it looks like. Chicago is not. So we are going to do what we did last time. We'll go to January, take a look at our guys, see kind of if we need to be worried about any of those unsigned rookies. Oh yeah, let's go view the draft class. Is there an American? Is there an American? Robert Petrolangelo. Da, da, da. He's a sniper, goal scoring, magic hands, pro release. Alan Letty, NHL ready, Teemu Solani. Comparison, and Strudwick is a year out, but not going to be terrible at the Subban comparison. Well, good thing our team sucks. Like, the only thing with Chicago is they still have a really good forward core. And defense. Like, it's just their goaltending is absolute garbage. Tim Siegel. Alright, that should be good for the time being. Really happy to see that. Hopefully we get something. 3-4-0 to start the season. Six, 12-1. Only Amateur Scout is calling good year for rookies. Yeah, it seems like it is going to be a good year for American rookies, specifically. Okay, that doesn't matter for us. We're not worried about that. Let's take a look here. No, we did beat Chicago 4-2. I don't like to see that, but we only have 17 points. Where the Jackets have definitely more than that. 29. So, definitely think we have it this year. We have a better shot at getting first overall. Doesn't mean we're going to get it. I know we already got it once in the 2019 redraft. Which was horrible. I would have preferred to get 5th and taken the guy we got at 5th, where he was scheduled to be drafted. And then save a first overall pick for a year like this year. 8, 27, and 2 to start, or to end the year. 18 points. Chicago has 33. Ottawa has 49. And yeah. So we are definitely the team that is the worst. I do want to take a quick look here at our young guys, just see if we're getting any growth out of Stranges or Tynan. Signed. Tynan. Livingston is now a 59. He's already gone up, having a better season already. 32 games, 11 wins. More losses, though. Tynan, not having the greatest season. Uh-oh. It would suck to have a fringe guy, but he's also hasn't been... Yeah. So Stranges has gone up 1. Huxley has almost 39 points in 30 games. Stranges has 22 in 31 as well. Dimitrakos is a 65 still. Mellet, Kapusta. I keep forgetting about Nick Wong. That's what I forgot. Okay. Before I forget now. Proposed trade. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. I had to get my kids some food and fix the TV. Oh, sorry. Hiccups. Who wants them? Absolutely nobody. Nick Wong. How about we just send you to Anaheim? And then we'll just do this. Give me your 7th round pick next year. I'll give you my 7th round pick next year. And yeah, you're making up gangbusters. You're taking Nick Wong. Congratulations. All right. Yeah, so not much growth. I'm just going to quickly jump to Excel. You were a 68. You were 59. All right. So we'll go ahead and jump back into the season. We'll go up to the trade deadline here in March 1st again. I don't know why they're doing it on a Monday when they could have done it on the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday the week before. Just the way it goes. Man, we really like to play on Wednesdays, it seems. Just noticing that. Oh, we have 2 Wednesdays off. But if we have a Wednesday off, we usually play Thursday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday. It seems. That's too funny. I didn't see any Saturday night Leaf games. It's a shame. I want to get on Saturday night. Hockey. Boop-a-doo. Alright. Don't care. I have nothing anybody wants. 13, 42, and 8. 34 points. Chicago with 66 hitting the playoffs. See what I mean? Senators with 76. Looks like that defense is going to be their downfall. I'd like to take a look at his numbers at the end of the season and kind of just take a look at that team overall. Because I'm kind of surprised. I was actually really excited for, well, Lafreniere and everything. Alrighty. Goalies, Tynan having a better season, starting to get better. Nope, Livingston is now a 60. Huge season. Yikes, Tynan, buddy. That's not what I wanted to see. Like, how is it that a fringe goalie is playing better than you? There we go. Huxley, Dimitrakos is a 66. Like, I'm probably going to sign Millette and Kapusta, Blanchard, Saad. I'm going to sign these guys because I just want to fill in spots, and then it'll just kind of give me some plugs for a few seasons. I am kind of worried that we are going to have to sign Huxley. Still having a great season. Not really showing much growth, unfortunately. His speed didn't go up as much as I would have hoped over the summer. I mean, his senses did. That's good. And yeah, he's also 5'9", so again, not really gonna be great. 41 points in 46 games. He's starting to get a little bit better. Discipline's up there. Speed needs to be better. Shooting's good. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting future for this team. That's for sure. We will advance a day. Turkeys. Turkey. You know how smart I am. What I forgot to do. That's okay. Well, there will be no trade. Alright, well, it's fixed for now. It won't. I don't think I have to fix it again. Doesn't really matter. I would have just muffed up everything anyway, and that would be why Chicago has not been able to do anything about Kane and or Taze and or Duncan Keith. As long as they don't have that Seabrook contract anymore. St. Louis has fired their head coach. We are up against Ottawa, and we lose 4-1. Craig. Craig. I mean, out of all the players that we had on our team that we got in the expansion draft, Craig Anderson was the guy. And the only reason I took him was because I wanted a somewhat good American goalie, and I felt bad for him being in Ottawa. But he really likes it there. He really does. Because he did not have a contract with us, and I'm sure he could have gone many other places. Alright, so this is probably one of the worst seasons I've ever had. 13, where was it? Okay, just absolute trash. 13, 61, and 8 for 34 points. Golden Knights with 101. Avalanche with 103. Blackhawks just missed out on a playoff spot by 3 points. Senators, wow, the Atlantic was really good this year. The only team that was worse than the Senators was 78, but they were honestly, 5 points out. But what's the Metro looking like? Yeah, they would have made the playoffs in the Metro for sure. So not much you can do there, just the way it goes. We do have the best overall chance. They're the best odds of winning the lottery. Lightning win the President's Trophy with 117 points. And we will just quickly end the regular season. Cool. Thank you. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and look at the team. Points-wise, everything like that. Justin Brown, I think, led the team last year as well. No, there was somebody who had 60 points, but he is gone. Archibald, no 20 goal scorers. Archibald is the closest. Plus minus 22 is the best with Cole Schneider. Penalty minutes, 72, Kenny Agostino. Just absolutely garbage this year. Let's just go ahead and take a quick look at our goalies. McIntyre, I mean, not bad for just being left out there to dry, but I'm sorry. It's not you. Definitely not you, but... Craig Anderson had another amazing year. 88 overall, exact fringe at 40 years old. Like, he's 39, he'll be turning 40 soon. Anders Nielsen was the problem. All skaters. Hoffman 82 points. White, Ho-Sang, Shabbat, Duclair. Like, I mean, honestly, if you can get rid of some of the guys lower down, like a Bobby Ryan, maybe a Tierney, yeah. Start getting rid of some of these guys who aren't great. Get rid of Andy Green and keep Lannon. But you know what I mean? Like, Lafreniere only had 21 points, and he went up by 1 overall. That is not good. He should have been on that first line. Screw Hoffman. But that's just me. Let's go ahead and just take a look overall. Why did I go here? I wanted to go here. I hate when that happens. Let's just go ahead and take a look. Tampa, Colorado. Toronto made it back to the playoffs after being terribly last year. Florida, Buffalo, Winnipeg, Montreal, New York, Minnesota. Boston loses out. Philly loses out. Ottawa. Yeah. Like, Nashville's the 20th overall team. And they had 89 points. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4 teams with the same or more points but more wins, just in different divisions. Absolute lunacy. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and sim up to the draft. We'll take a quick look at all of the fun stuff there. See if we win the lottery, take a look at the draft prospects, and then we'll end it there before the draft. Nope, not ready for your rankings yet, Scouties. Not yet. playoffs. Florida wins. They won. They finally won. Colorado. Oh, looks like gain another $3.5 million in salary cap. Draft results. We do get first overall. We do get first overall. Hallelujah. Detroit jumps up 2 spots. Vancouver jumps up 2 spots. St. Louis goes down, as well as Calgary, the 2. And everybody else stays the same. No real changes. We're going to review retired players, and then I hopefully... So Zetterberg, Kunitz, Eriksson, Filppula, Roy, Seabrook, Horton, Hamhuis, MacArthur. Let's just go ahead and see if we lost anybody. Chris Connor, thank you, sir, for retiring, and that'll be all. Take that $17 million and my advice and run. Hammer and Zetterberg. Go to draft class. Alright, so Petrolangelo is a medium elite, 100 points, 5'10", right wing. A plus, A minus, A minus, B. Michel Goulet comparison. Gets emotional at times. Okay, what do we got here? Alan Leddy had 98 points in 67 games, 100 points in 66, and played like 6 seconds more. A plus, A minus, B. He's a little bit bigger. He is also a right wing. I just want to take a look here. I mean, they're going to be pretty much the same. And then you've got Pete Strudwick, who has some character issues. I love his character issues, but his personality, he would mesh well in any lock, but it's only a 3. Heavy slap shot, great puck mover. Like I said, I wanted a defenseman. But it's going to be really hard to take. He's a year out and he's 18. Probably going to take Robbie Petrolangelo, honestly. Man, that's hard to say. Let's go ahead and jump down into this area. Ronning, 5'10", left winger. You're a Canadian. Colin Carter is also a lefty. He's 6'5", two-way, but he's a medium 9. Redenbach. Ryan McDonough comparison. Banting, medium 6. Yikes. Like everyone else is low 6. Like none of these guys are going to be terrible for getting them where we're going to get them. But Eli Nielsen is a left-wing power forward in the 3rd round there. Might be a good choice. Brian Clark. I'm just going to see if there's anybody else down here. Kind of Yonkman. A coin. Nope. Just look potential-wise, other than those 3. And Trevor Wong, who we're not drafting. Please make sure I don't draft him. Low elite power forward on the left wing a little bit later. Let me take a look at you. Ooh, that foot speed. Everything else isn't terrible. I'm not going to say, like, no. Now we'll look at other people available later, but I'm just kind of... Alright, I think that's good. I'm not going to worry about interviewing anybody. It's kind of stupid. I'll just advance a day to the draft. Just do one quick look here. through the awards. Well, let's just go ahead and take a look at the playoff tree first. So, Florida beats the Leafs 4-1, beats Montreal in 7, beats Buffalo in 4, beats the Jets. Beats the Jets in 5. Jets go 4, 7, 7, 5. Not bad, not bad. So, pretty good. And then the AHL wise, Colorado wins, beating Utica. And no Marlies. That's okay. We'll go ahead and just take a quick look at the awards. Florida wins, Tampa, and Winnipeg, we know that. Individuals, McKinnon winning the Hart 2 years in a row. John Carlson winning the Norris 2 years in a row. McKinnon winning the Lady Byng 2 years in a row. Villano winning the Calder. Andrei Barkov winning the Conn Smythe. The Vezina going to Vasi, and the Jennings, Nate Prosser. And that 2 years in a row we get the Masterton, not Masterson. Minnesota's coach O'Reilly gets the Selke. Yeah, that's going to definitely be the Ryan O'Reilly Trophy eventually. Lindsay goes to McKinnon. Richard goes to Hoodler. Who? Definitely a guy that we could have drafted. Alright, well, that's that, you guys. Thank you so much for coming out. I do appreciate it. It's great having you here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this episode, who we should go ahead and draft in the next one, and I'll see you around. Bye.